Hi, and how's it going, everyone? Evan Groves here. I'm CEO of OpenBeat. I am back for another episode of our CEO Talk. I noticed that our last one, I was only planning to do them once a month, maybe twice, but I was like, you know what? I have another topic I would love to chat with. And it was also encouraging to see all of the feedback and engagement. I noticed that a lot of you guys drop comments, and I hope you guys continue to do that because I want to have this interaction with you guys. I think it's important for companies and the decision makers to jump on camera a little bit more and chat directly with their audience. And I'm going to push to do that. Hopefully will inspire others to follow suit. I want to talk about this whole negativity around vibe coding, and I noticed that people will troll in comments and be like, hey, this plugin is awesome, but it's vibe coded with Claude Code or whatever, and try to act like that's some kind of negative thing. That is honestly just where technology is today. That was once a thing with FL Studio. People were like, oh, you use Fruity Loops, you're not a real producer. It was around even before that with synthesizers. When the synthesizer came up, you're not a real musician. So that is around coding now with this whole Claude coding and vibe coding kind of talk. And I want to chat with you guys because I think I have an interesting perspective. Not that I'm the only one, and by any means, I made tons of mistakes over the years, and I hope you guys don't. For those that are plugin makers, for those that are community makers, for those that are music producers, everything. Over the years, a lot of you guys know my journey. Sorry if I'm rambling. I'm gonna get on here unscripted again, but I do have some notes to kind of keep me a little bit in line with answering some of the questions that I noticed in the last video. But this whole vibe coding negativity, I want to just chat with you guys about because I have seen the good, I've seen the bad, I've seen the ugly, I've seen the incredible, I've seen it all. I have one of those guys that have the good is I've experienced a 7-figure acquisition with one of the biggest music companies in the world. So I'm super grateful to be in that class that can experience that good, but I've also seen the bad and I've seen the ugly. I've seen the investing thousands and thousands of dollars and not getting any kind of ROI. I've invested over $30,000 for a booth at NAMM. For those that visited our booth, you guys remember we've had Scott Storch, we had Zaytoven, we had Brian Michael Cox, DJ Battlecat, EA Ski, all kind of music producers come across our booth at NAMM, which was awesome, but it was expensive and there was no ROI that came really from that. I'm sure we got some sales here and there, but it did not make sense, not something that I would wish upon any of you guys to go invest all of your money into having a booth at this convention. Yeah, there's tons of people. Yeah, that's awesome. You're looking the part, but the ROI was just not quite there. So I know a lot of you guys probably haven't been down that road just quite yet with your journey and your companies. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I'm just here to share a little bit about mine. So I have seen the good, I've seen the bad, working with human developers. I've done it for over 13 years. A lot of my developers of my early products were some of the developers of your favorite products today. Some of those developers went on, they used to work freelance for me. Some of them were my employees, and then they go on and start working for these bigger companies, and they're developing some of your favorite plugins today. I helped them buy their first C++ development books. I was chatting, teaching them how to build their first Juice plugin. So it's awesome to see where some of these developers are today. Some of them still work with me, and we're still developing some of my plugins that I have currently. Now, I have to be honest and share some of my negative experiences working with human developers. I have been held hostage to my source code before, where I've paid a developer up front to build me out a synthesizer plugin, and then at the end they're like, hey Evan, thank you so much for working with me, but I can't provide a source code at this time. And then I'm left there as the plugin company owner with no ability to update my product and update those plugins whenever Mac comes out with a new update, move into Ventura, move into Sonoma. I can't update it. I don't have the source code. I've also experienced higher costs where these plugin developers are like, hey, I've been quoted you $7,000, but towards the end of the product, now it's $150,000. Some of that could be my decisions. I've added more onto it. Others, they just kind of knew that that plugin was going to cost a lot more, and they didn't disclose that information from the jump. These are things that I didn't go online, make some expose, you're exposed, doomed developer kind of video. I just took that on a chin and didn't decide to work with that developer again. And now look, AI technology's got to the point where I don't have to go that route. As you see with our latest plugins with OpenBeat 2.0, AI, we are an AI company and we are proud. We're not hiding this by any means. We're going to keep developing these plugins because we have tons of ideas, and it's awesome that technology has finally caught up to the visionaries of the world out there. And now if you have an idea, you can develop it in seconds, 2 minutes, to save so much more time, resources, money. It's more affordable and quicker to ship a product, get it out there. The whole beta testing and testing a plugin has gotten so much easier, which I'm super excited about. That was an area that a lot of people don't talk about, that was really challenging when you're working directly with human developers, is getting all the bugs out. And there's still going to be bugs, but it's definitely, you're more efficient today with utilizing some of these AI tools. So that is what I am proud to use. And I hope that we can get people in this conversation. Hopefully it sparks some other discussions and we can get people not seeing vibe coding or AI with plugin development as a negative thing. Hopefully you guys see that there's a huge positive upside to this whole industry and where it's going now. I think it's really, really positive. But that's one area. Another area that I really, really wanted to talk about, I wrote down some notes, is I really, really would love to chat about this whole fear around AI replacing music producers, because we've seen Suno's been around for a while now. OpenBeat's been around for 6 to 8 months, and we're all still here. No one's replaced. There was tons of videos. There's certain influencers that like to pump in that, oh, you're going to get replaced by XYZ. AI's here. We're doomed. And look, AI has been here and we are still here. We are in control of it. We are the ones who's prompting. And with that whole deal, now music production, there's no doubt about it. It has kind of changed in some areas. Now there's the traditional guys that are making beats still in their DAW, still using plugins, still using their hardware synths, and then there's now these other side of the music production space, and it's the prompters that are taking the easier route. They don't want to learn the whole music theory. They don't want to learn how to make beats in a DAW. They kind of just want to prompt something out and then it spits it out, and that's totally fine. We kind of see that, and we kind of want OpenBeat 2.0 to sit somewhere in the middle of all of that. So there's the prompters. Suno has been the kind of the king of the prompters producers, and they force you to have to use their DAW, which is awesome. We have no hate towards Suno. We just don't agree with that. I am a music producer at heart. I was a guy who was selling beats on SoundClick back in the day. I was a guy who was battling on Rock Battle back in the day. So I understand the human music producer. I built plugins, as you guys know, for 13 plus years. I want to keep the human at the essence, at the core of this whole music production thing. So yes, do we have tools on our website that allow the prompters to prompt their beats? Yes, but we also now introduce 16 plus plugins. You guys have been seeing us pumping them out, and we're going to continue. We got some exciting ones coming that are for the human producers that love that traditional way of creating music. So we're gonna sit somewhere in that bridge, and we hope that you guys really appreciate that. We want to not force you to have to utilize our DAW. I mentioned this in the last video. We want to come to you in your DAW and be the first to really utilize that workflow and allow you to use our tools the way it works for you best. So that is what we are kind of focused on. That's kind of where our different angle from Suno and all the others that are out there is. We're bringing our products into your DAW and saying, hey, let's make making beats a lot more funner, enjoyable, better, more powerful, all the things. So that is kind of some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. I want to chat with you guys where you guys feel things are. Have you guys been enjoying some of the OpenBeat tools that we've been releasing lately? I do want to talk about one other thing, and that's even though we are a company, we're not perfect. We have made mistakes, it's clear. We've created some controversy, tons of it, and we also are focused on one thing, and that's just being better. We want to learn from our mistakes and do a heck of a lot better. We totally reconstructed our website to make it operate a heck of a lot better, safer, protect your music. We care about the human music producers on our website. We can't speak for other platforms. Closing, we're a threat to a lot of the industry right now. The AI companies, the Sunos, the producer AIs, the UDOs of the world. We're small. No record label behind us, no venture capital. We're 100% self-funded, and we have the culture behind us. That's all we need. That is all we're after. The other thing is audio plugin companies. They might not like us right now. We are releasing tons of plugins that are threatening to their traditional models with audio plugins. We're not charging per plugin. We have a membership, and then we offer unlimited access to all of our plugins, and we got new ones dropping all the time, as you guys can see, and that's what we plan to continue. I even have producer buddies are like, Evan, you're leaving so much money on the table by not charging per plugin, but it makes the most sense to us long term. You guys will see the value, and you guys will want to support it. Another thing is the anti-AI bros. They hate us probably right now because we have AI in our name. We have AI in some of our tools out there, and they can't get behind it at this time. I hope eventually they will at least consider giving our products and our tools a chance and a try for themselves before hating on it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We believe in a world where AI and human music creators can coexist for good. That's what we're after, and the future of music is open. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.